Hey there, this is your good friend James Knight, and a lot of times I've explained that the money is in the list. It's very important. Christy, can you explain why the money's in the list and how important having a big email list is?
Absolutely. As we have all learned, and if you've heard the money is in the list, we're going to introduce you to someone who has done this on a huge scale. And the reason it's so important is even if you just have a small list and they like you, know you, and trust you, you can recommend products to them and you can build a full-time income with a list. I mean, it is possible. We are doing it, and we're going to introduce you to Reed Floren. And Reed, can you say hello?
Hi, Christy. Hi, James. Thanks for having me.
Hey, Reed, we are thrilled to have you here. James and I have heard of you. You're famous online, and for a very good reason. I mean, you are like the king of the list building community. Can you tell us, how you did it and why you recommend it?
Oh, well, thank you. I first started doing internet marketing back in 1999, and I was 13 at the time. I turned 28 next month, so I've been doing internet marketing for quite a while. I really struggled for a long time. I didn't really know what I was doing, and I didn't start building my first list until late 2006, 2007, somewhere around there is when I first started building lists. So I kind of wasted like 7 years trying to figure out internet marketing. For building my first list is I partnered up with JV partners. So I found people who already had an email list of their own, and I said, hey, let's put together a web page where I'm going to give away one of your products for free, and I'm going to get 9 other people to contribute a product. So we'll have 10 people contribute a free product, and then we'll all just promote the page. And you guys are going to get every subscriber who signs up, and I'll get the subscribers too. So I found 10 partners to promote, and I built a list, my first list of, it was like 3,500 some subscribers in 7 days doing that. And so I was kind of hooked, and that was a free method for building a list. It still works today. I've done several of those. And how I learned how to do that is I had partnered up with a gentleman named Henry Gold, who he did a big giveaway called 117 Christmas Gifts. And we got over 1,000 partners on board for that, where we partnered up on that project. And we built him a list of 50,000 some subscribers in 30 days. So I knew this JV partner stuff worked. I knew doing these giveaway events worked, and I knew kind of how to do it. And I just figured, well, I'll do it on a small scale, so I don't have to get any like custom special software that he had. And so I built my own list that way, and that's how I got started.
That's amazing. We talked before, and what was your highest potential of what you had, the most subscribers or list you have at one time, Reed?
It was somewhere between 2 and 300,000 was when I was at my peak. I've kind of taken the last like 4 or 5 years off because I've got a couple little ones, and I wanted to focus on them being young. So I haven't really messed around with my business much. But at my peak, I was somewhere between 2 and 300,000.
Wow, you probably would have broke a million if you stayed in it. Well, unbelievable. Isn't that, Christy?
That's awesome, Reed. I mean, people say these numbers all the time, but I mean, how much is one subscriber that is a buyer, say, worth to you, 5 years from now?
I mean, it really depends. I've had people that have come in for something for free, and they've spent $5,000 with me immediately on an opt-in page. They've signed up for something for free and spent $5,000 immediately. I've had other people who don't buy anything, so it's hard to judge. The general rule of thumb that a lot of people throw out is $1 per person per month. Some niches vary, some lists vary, some customers vary. So, for instance, I had a stock market site that was very successful when I was a teenager, and I had several people on there that would spend quite a bit of money, either buying stuff I was recommending. They would click on advertisements on my site. I was a teenager, so they even like sent me checks of money sometimes because they liked the site, and they're like, well, here's $1,000. I really like what you're doing. And
Wow.
so it was pretty neat. And then there's other times where you'll have something like a big ticket product of your own that you'll sell, and let's say you're doing a webinar, either you're doing a webinar where you have a guest or you're doing an interview like this, and you can make a lot of sales that way. I mean, that's where a lot of money is. A lot of people focus on these WSOs, and they're selling them for $17, $27, $7, things like that, and it's hard to make a lot of money doing that. You can get a lot of customers that way, and that's great. I mean, that's a lead generation tool to get customers. But a lot of people seem to think that the only money that they're going to make is, well, I'm selling this product for $17 and that's it. They don't have any like a product funnel, so they don't have any one-time offers. They don't have a plan for what to do with their email list. They don't really think 2 steps ahead. They're just like, well, I'm going to make this little ebook and make $100,000 selling $7 copies of it, and that's a lot of work. It's a lot easier to sell like $1,000 course and make a lot of money. So I highly recommend that people do build an email list and do build a relationship with their list, but they need to focus on creating higher ticket products and services to offer, because when I've sold low ticket products, and they're great, there are definitely wonderful low ticket products, and I've sold big ticket products, but for career enhancement, it really has been the bigger ticket products that have done wonders for me and for my customers, because when someone comes in and they they invest their time and money on really delving into a product and into a program, and wanting to get real training, getting like a home study course or some one-on-one coaching, that person's going to succeed. I found that those customers are the ones that really take action. They really jump on things. The problem is when people buy like 5 different WSOs every day, and they wonder why they're failing, and it's like, well, you didn't focus on one system. It doesn't matter to me if you focus on list building or not. I think that's the easiest way to make money, and it's definitely been the most predictable, most long-term stuff from everything I've tried. But
I'm sorry.
No, that's fine.
My bulldog is agreeing with you. He says, build a list. That's what he said.
Definitely.
Whoa, build a list.
And the nice thing about having a list is, especially if you're building a list in the internet marketing niche, I get a lot of products for free because of the email list I have, because people want to get me on board to promote. I've had people FedEx me money overnight. I've had people send me $100 bill in a FedEx envelope with a DVD saying, well, here's $100 for your 5 minutes to look at my JV invite proposal. And I think that's pretty cool to FedEx overnight. That you get cool prizes when you promote products. I've gotten iPads and video gaming systems like an Xbox 360, and I've gotten like phones and other tech gadgets and all sorts of other cool stuff from promoting these joint venture contests that people put on. And you wouldn't be able to do that without an email list. So it's really amazing what an email list can do. And I guess what I'm trying to say is, really focus on a strategy, decide to go for it, and really go all in. It could be learning list building for me, or it could be learning something else. It doesn't matter. You just need to focus on one thing and really get that mastered. And I feel email marketing is the best thing to focus on.
Reed,
Totally right.
Yeah, Reed, if you put me on a desert island, right?
Sure.
With a laptop and maybe $100, how could I build my list as fast as humanly possible?
Sure. Well, I would think that the fastest way to do it would be to buy a solo ad, because that's really nice. Basically, what a solo ad does is you pay someone who has an email list, and you say, hey, I'll give you, I don't know, $100, and you'll send me, I don't know, 300 clicks or something to your squeeze page. That's the page that you're trying to build a list from, where you have like an attention-grabbing headline and maybe a couple bullet points, and you have an opt-in box. That's a squeeze page. So I'm sure everyone on this call has seen one of those. So basically, you're paying someone who already has a list, and let's say you pay James, and he has a list of, and he's going to send like 300 people to your site. Well, those 300 people, maybe on your squeeze page, you get half of them to sign up. So you're going to get maybe 150 people to sign up. Well, you just paid $100 to get 150 people. That's what, like 75 cents a subscriber? That's pretty cheap.
Right. That's awesome. Okay, that's perfect. That's a perfect, simple solution right there. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, Reed's totally. I'm gonna tell you, a lot of people don't understand, but Reed does do very well this. I mean, I would literally say he is the guru of email list and actually building a list. And I'm telling you, if you guys are not taking notes right now, you're totally losing out. If I was gonna actually say, what would you actually recommend? Like, if you're going to have an opt-in page, would you have a video inside there or no video to actually
You
capture
know,
it?
it really that's hard because you really it boils down to testing, and different markets perform differently for different things, and also it depends on how comfortable you are on camera. And there's a lot of people that are just afraid of being on camera. I don't even notice a camera when I talk to a camera, but a lot of people are just get that deer in the headlights look and they just get frozen. That's not going to work. There's a lot of people, and I do say I'm in awe a lot too, but I have some advantages where I tend to use a teleprompter. I have my own teleprompter system. I've got green screens. I've got lighting equipment, all that kind of stuff. So it really boils down to how professional you want to do it. Things have changed. You know, when I first started putting videos online, it was okay. Just put something, didn't matter what it looked like, and people were okay with it because they're like, "Wow, YouTube, what's this?" But now, I mean, it's like every day there's like 6 days worth of YouTube videos being put up, so you have a lot of competition going on. So I guess what I would recommend for someone starting out is probably not start with a video, just unless they're really comfortable and there's other technical aspects that go involved with it. I've found that predominantly my best squeeze pages have been ones where it's just like a headline and an opt-in box, and there's nothing else to do on the page. Now, I mean that isn't the case for every single one, but a very high percentage have been where it's just been just a real attention-grabbing headline and an email field. I don't even ask for name usually. I just ask for the email because that usually gets a higher response.
That's cool. I have another question that's real important. I know Christy would agree with me. When you're emailing out, when is the best time to email, and how many times should you email so you don't get so many unsubscribes?
Sure. Well, I personally don't worry about the unsubscribes so much. There's a lot of people that are like, oh no, if I send an email out, people are going to unsubscribe or I'm going to get hate mail. I like to get the hate mail. I like to get the unsubscribe requests. I like being polarizing online. Now, that's not my usual personality, but online I kind of like to do that because I feel that people that are going to buy from me are going to buy from me because of a feeling they have. They're going to either align with my views or they're not going to align with my views. And the people that love me and the people that hate me are going to buy. It's that 90% in the middle that aren't going to buy. You know, those lukewarm people that really don't have a real feeling towards you. It's the ones that really like you or really hate you that are going to read your emails and buy stuff. So that's who I want to appeal to. And I also feel that if you're not irritating someone, at least sometime during the day, it's a waste of your day. So I know that sounds bad, but you have to be kind of aggressive with some of this stuff because there's so many people now. I mean, when I first started doing email marketing, there weren't very many of us. And now there's thousands of people that sell solo ads and do ad swaps, and you have a lot more competition, so you have to find a way to stand out.
Yeah.
Now, in regards to sending out emails at specific times, I mean, it kind of depends. There are definitely times of the day where, well, so you have to focus on what time zone your customers are in. So let's say you have a lot of people that are in the United States and not that many people are international. Well, this will be a little bit easier for you. You might go, okay, well, a lot of people are kind of waking up, like 6, 7, 8 a.m. They're not really checking their email or paying much attention. So maybe like 9 or 10 o'clock, they might be a little more focused on it. People are going to be a little more focused around lunchtime because a lot of people take a little lunch break and check their stuff. A lot of people will see stuff at the end of the day when they get home, after they've had dinner with their family or something like that. They're going to check their email. If you're going to send out an email at like 1 a.m. in the morning, you're probably not going to get that many people that are interested in buying. At least the employed people aren't really going to be checking their email. Most of those people are going to be asleep. You might get some hardcore internet marketers that are up really late working on their business, but most of the people are going to have money to spend. And I mean, there are definitely some people that like work during like night shift and stuff like that and come home and have money to spend too. But I mean, there's a reason that the infomercials are on so late. It's people are bored and they don't have anything else going on. They don't have a job to go to in the morning, and it's really cheap to buy that advertising. Now, that being said, if you have an international list, I have sent emails out in the middle of the night, our time, our U.S. time, but it's done well. like over in England or over in Australia, because it's a different time of the day for them, and it's more like their normal working hours. And so you have to keep that in mind and pay attention to where your subscribers are.
Yeah, that's a good tip, really. I mean, as far as time zones, and you can look at your list and see where they're coming from. You're absolutely right, Reed. So, Reed, you have a course that you just put out. So, if I wanted to know more about email marketing, can you tell us about that course and how much it is and how we
And
can?
what's in it? Because I mean, I'm really excited about because I think everybody should grab this.
Yeah, let's hear what's in it. What's in the box?
Well, it's Email Ninja Academy class of 2014, and this is a project that I worked on with my partner Anwish Rath, and he's put together a really awesome course. I mean, it's really like a home study course, but it's only $17. It's pretty impressive what all he's put together. He's got a whole bunch of email marketing training, and Anwish has done a really big list of his own too. He's got a couple 100,000 subscribers as well, and he's done some training where he's got videos on how to do email marketing. He shows you case studies of emails of ours. He's got emails that have really done well, emails that have bombed. He talks about how to get subscribers, how to keep people on your list, how to get your emails into the inbox instead of the spam box, how to deal with the Gmail tab feature that they're doing right now, which is kind of hurting a lot of email marketers. Some Skype email marketing techniques. He's got like some copywriting elements that you can put onto your squeeze pages and some squeeze page templates to start building your list. There's a 2-hour-long interview with us, Anwish and myself, where we talk about all of our list building strategies and how we build a relationship with our list, how we get people to buy from us, what we'd do if we had to start all over, those types of things. There's a bonus customer webinar where I'm going to be doing a live training on email marketing, and I haven't planned that out yet, but I know I'll be teaching a lot of cool stuff on email marketing and hitting up anything. If we missed anything, I'll definitely be hitting those things up in that call. And there's just a lot of cool stuff in that course, and I mean it's really, I know it's a cliche, but it's really a no-brainer for what's included. It's ridiculous how much money there is in email marketing and how predictable the income is, and just what email marketing can do. The only reason people, I guess, know who I am, and I don't really consider myself a celebrity at all, is because of my email list. My email list has gotten me invited to speak all over the world. It has opened the doors for lots of other opportunities. I get a lot of products for free because people want me to promote. I mean, it's really one of the best investments in your marketing education is to build an email list and start promoting other people's products and services and making a lot of sales for them, because if you do that, other people are going to notice. And I was telling James earlier that I had someone FedEx me $100 bill overnight in an envelope for me to look at their JV proposal. And that was a couple of years ago. And I mean that's pretty impressive that people do that kind of thing. And I mean, there's just so many prizes you can win and so much cool stuff that can happen from doing an email marketing list. So I highly encourage everyone on this call to do email marketing and learn how to do it, because this is, I'd venture to say that, well, it's definitely the easiest money I've made online is through email marketing, and it's been the most predictable thing online. Now, with email marketing, I'm not worried about Google shutting me down. I'm not worried about PayPal shutting me down. I just have to get my emails delivered. And there's third-party programs that do that. There's companies like Aweber and GetResponse and Constant Contact and iContact, and I mean, I could go on and on. There's like 50 different autoresponder companies that are reputable places that a lot of us marketers go to. But it's really a nice way to build an income, to build a business, and to get, I guess, a certain level of quote-unquote fame, if you will. I mean, we're doing this interview because I have an email list, and that's really fascinating to think of how things like this progress,
Right.
just from having a list.
Reed, can you tell us, you mentioned something about, and may have missed it, the income predictor, a lot of people want to say, well, that sounds awesome, but can you give me some kind of idea, ballpark, what kind of income? And you said you have a tool for that.
Yeah, Anwish has put together a pretty nifty spreadsheet where you type in some numbers on like how much traffic you sent and some information on the products that are that you're promoting, and like the commissions you can make and what you kind of expect to make depending on how your promotion did. So it kind of gives you a ballpark figure, so you can go, oh, okay, so I sent 100 clicks to this offer from my email. I'm going to make somewhere between, I don't know, let's say $75 and $150, depending on what the spreadsheet does, and it calculates this all out for you. So you just input a few things, and it gives you kind of a range and an idea of what you could make and what you kind of expect to see based off of what other people are doing by promoting the offer, and the whole sales funnel process of what you're promoting.
Yeah, that's cool.
Mhm.
All right, James, any final thoughts?
You know what? I was just floored. I took a bunch of notes. I'm just telling you. I mean, I went really from actually, a couple pages really here, and I'll just tell you, it's not very often we have somebody at Reed's caliber to be on here because, I mean, just like you said, he speaks all around the world. I mean, people send him iPads, iPhones, probably very soon quite a few TV flat screens, and I mean, even money in the mail. I mean, Reed is really the real deal. And I'm just telling you that you would be you would lose out if you did not grab this, because Reed doesn't keep his products ongoing really where that you can pick it up a year from now. You got to pick it up as soon as it comes out, because after it's gone, and you're going to miss out, because what Reed is telling you is that he has around, at his potential, around $200,000 to $300,000 of, emails, subscribers. I mean, the numbers are just crazy. Do you picture what he would be making a month? $200,000 to $300,000 possibly a month. And I'm not saying he's making that, but I'm just saying that that's what the numbers could actually represent. And it's huge. I mean, all I can tell you is that the main thing you have to do is that you got to grab this course. You got to start from the very beginning. You got to start building your email list. And once you do that, then you can build a sound business. Because just like Reed has mentioned, you can't actually just concentrate and hope Google's going to stick around, or YouTube's going to stick around, or Facebook's going to stick around. Email list is probably the easiest thing. And I'm just going to mention this real quick, is that I sent out an email. It wasn't yesterday, but it was a few days ago, and I made $600 in probably less than 5 minutes of setting up an email.
Nice.
It's crazy. And I'll tell you who it was. It was Stephen Gilbert. I was just unbelievable. And Christy made a lot of money on that email too. Am I right, Christy?
Yeah, I made
putting out an email?
I did. I promoted Stephen's product, and in one day I made over, I think it was $630, something like that. And that's when I was thrilled, and that's when I knew, the email marketing is very profitable if you do it the right way. Like Reed's talking about, you have to focus, you have to build a relationship with your list. They have to really, as Reed said, they love you or hate you, or they look for your emails because they react, right? Reed was saying, it's a visceral reaction. They want to see what you have to say because they feel something towards you, and a lot of times it's hope. They feel that they hope that we can help them bridge that gap that they haven't seemed to jump over that fence of frustration. And that's what Reed is a master at. So I would say get his course and study it, really.
And I'm going to mention something real quick. And I'm going to make a lot of other affiliate people mad or everything. I know I'm going to, but I don't care. If I was going to say one course to get for this year, really, that everybody that we've done so far, this would be the course you would grab. Because this is a course that can make you a lot of money. And it is coming from an expert. And I'm telling you truthfully is that I do know that Reed has a huge list, and he's actually great at this. I've said it all. I give it 2 thumbs up. Usually I'm not very quiet during the interviews, and Christy will tell you that because I can talk. I was busy taking notes. And I was glad that Christy was doing most of the talking, because that gave me a chance to actually take more notes and actually pay attention and listen. So 2 thumbs up. Go for it. Christy, what do you say?
Absolutely, 2 thumbs up. I took my own notes too because, when Reed talks, people listen, and we are listening because Reed, you have a proven record. You have a proven successful formula, and as we always say, success, leaves crumbs and clues. So all you have to do is follow Reed's plan, and he's laid it out for you. He has a course. It's not that much, and if you are serious about building, a serious business online, you need to see what Reed has behind the curtain, right, Reed?
Awesome. Before
Definitely.
we
Thank
have
you.
a final thought, Reed, you have the last thought of the day, and then we'll have Christy have her dynamic thought of the day.
Sure. Well, I mean, really, it all boils down to building an email list. I struggled for years trying all sorts of different things, a lot of things. Yeah, I made a little bit of money, but I really was just kind of struggling, and I kept struggling and kept struggling, and it wasn't until I started building an email list where everything changed, and that's where I feel that a lot of people are right now, where they either haven't tried email marketing or they've just dabbled in email marketing. They don't have enough faith in it, but think about it this way. You have more than likely bought an internet marketing product or a how-to product or some sort of information product through email marketing. Someone else has sold you something through email marketing. I mean, you're watching this video because you've seen an email about it. So you know the power of email marketing. You know it works. These emails are grabbing your attention. They're getting you to take action. I mean, we've been on the phone for, I don't know, 20 minutes or so, maybe 30. And you wouldn't have stayed this long if you hadn't seen an email on it and were interested in what you're seeing. So what I want you to do is you need to take action on this course. Invest in your future. I mean, if you decide that, hey, I don't want to do this, and 30 days from now you still haven't built a list, well, you're just going to be where you are right now and just 30 days older. But if you take action now and invest in this, and really apply what we're teaching you, you're going to see some levels of success as long as you're implementing what you're learning and taking action. And that's really where it boils down to. I see so many people that want to succeed and want to do stuff in internet marketing. They jump from thing to thing to thing. You need to focus on one thing and give it your all for the next 30, 60, 90 days, or however long you want to do, and set some real goals and really just go from there. And I feel that email marketing is one of the most measurable things you can do because basically you're seeing, well, I'm getting X amount of subscribers every day. I'm spending a certain amount to do it, or I'm doing free traffic to do it, and I'm seeing a return on it. Where a lot of people focus on getting like #1 rankings in Google, and it might take 6 months before they even get any rankings in Google. And if they do get it ranked, it might just get taken away just like that. And the thing with an email list is you're really building an asset. You own these emails, and you can send them offers anytime you want. I've had times where I've sent multiple offers in a day. There's definitely different things that you can do with an email list that you can't otherwise do. I mean, a lot of people, they build a blog, and they're just trying to pull people in and trying to get them to come to them, and that's a hard way to make money. It's not very responsive, but I just push a button and I'm able to send traffic and make sales. I mean, this is really, I know you see a lot of things online where it's like push a button and get rich type of thing, but none of that stuff really works. The only thing that I've seen that works where you're really literally pushing a button and money comes out is an email list, because those people have a relationship with you. They know, like, and trust you, and they are looking forward to the emails you have and the information you're giving them, and it's based off that emotional relationship they have with you, and obviously the offers you're presenting them as well. It has to be stuff that's going to help them succeed, and as long as you can demonstrate that and you can share that with them and you have that relationship with them, you can make a lot of money with email marketing.
It's amazing. So I appreciate all that. And I'm telling you, he's totally right. All I can tell you is that if you don't grab it, you might as well not be in internet marketing, because this is internet marketing. This is the only way that I've known that I can make $600-700 in less than 5 minutes of writing an email and pushing a button, like you said. And that's not no BS. It really does happen. I mean, I've had $1,000 days because of pushing of a button. So if you don't do this, you're insane. You know what I'm saying?
You are so right, James. I
had to be honest. Everybody knows that I'm the most honest person out there, really, and I say what I mean. And Christy will tell you, because we met each other up in the Warrior Convention. I went up there with my wife and my family, and she'll tell you, what you see here is what you get there. And This is how I am. So, Christy, I know you have a special thought of the day. Can you actually tell us all? Because we've been waiting for it.
Okay, and you know what? This one's really simple. It's a Japanese proverb. Fall 7 times, stand up 8. Fall 7 times, stand up 8. There's a lot of wisdom in that. You know, you can fail, 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 and that last time you stand up, suddenly you're going to see some success. And, you know, Reed's telling you exactly how to do it, so go get his course.
2 thumbs up. Thanks for Reed. I totally appreciate it. You know what? You're actually doing a service for everybody because, I mean, what you just told them, I mean, is really it. So thanks for being on, Reed.
Well, thank you. Thanks, James. Thanks, Christy. Thanks for having me.
Reed, it was a pleasure to meet you, really.
2 thumbs up, Christy. Tell us right away.
Thumbs up, absolutely.
There you go. Later on, guys. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.